Welcome back to Outlaw Championship Wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Grant Pachoco. It is a pleasure to have you tuned in, watching here this afternoon as I am recording this. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. And a big shout out to all our Golden Circle channel members who help make the videos on this channel possible. Big shout out to everybody whose name you see here. And thank you to them for making these videos happen. Well, we are going to roll out some more Outlaw Championship Wrestling action. And we have some fun news, and we have quite a card here today. This might be the biggest card I've run, but I haven't run. I'm behind a little bit on running these cards, so I wanted to do a big card to pick up where we left off. This is going to be used. I'm going to be using the FG Assistant app. If you want to know more about the FG Assistant app, you can go to patreon.com/FG Assistant. I will tell you that I'm using a pre-release version of the app, so as I click around, things might look a little different from what you see if you go to patreon.com/FG Assistant. First thing I'll say is that I am using a custom theme. One of the things you can do is you can adjust all the colors of all these little buttons with the FG Assistant app. And I just fooled around and made a theme for Outlaw Championship Wrestling. It's not amazing, but it is what it is. And this is it. So I'm going to adjust the name here. All right, we've got a ton of great matches tonight. We got opening match Blackjack Lanza versus local talent. We got Porkchop Cash versus Kamala with Gary Hart. We've got the Mongolian Stomper, who has been stomping his way through Outlaw Championship Wrestling, taking on Jay Youngblood. And we have Junkyard Dog versus Jerry Lawler in what should be a very interesting match. Then we will have a brief intermission where I will talk about the next NWA World's Championship defense that Dory Funk Jr. will be making. And then we come back from intermission. We have Doom versus the Wild Samoans. We have a grudge match, Ken Patera versus Jimmy Garvin. These two have been battling for weeks now here in Outlaw Championship Wrestling. We have a steel cage match, Mr. Wrestling 2 versus Killer Khan. And then in the main event, Ronnie Garvin will defend the North American Championship against the great Kabuki, the man who, with Gary Hart in his corner, has been wreaking havoc across Outlaw Championship Wrestling. So we have a full afternoon of action happening here. So let's get going. All right. So we've got Blackjack Lanza versus local talent. First thing we have to do is we have to... let me see, this for some reason is not... Yeah, it should be picking up the sound. For some reason, it is not picking up the sound, but maybe that'll kick in at some point. We have to find out what the local talent's name is. So let's see. We're going to roll one die here and then immediately stop the match. So the first name is Chris, and then the second name is Williams, I believe. Yes, Chris Williams. All right, so we can go in here. We can change his name. I don't know if we've had Chris Williams before. Maybe we have. Chris Williams. Return. All right. Yeah, for some reason, the sound is not coming through to FG. The sound is working just fine in my ear, but the sound is not being captured. Let me see if turning that off and turning back on again works. That sometimes works. All right, here we go. Rolling the dice. And, oh, that did work. Okay, there you go. All right, here we go. We've got Chris Williams is going to start things off, rolling on level 1. Forearm Club 2. It is a power move, and Blackjack Lanza has the power. Into the ropes, whips him into the ropes, come to the ropes, opponent puts you down with a running back elbow. Head ram into turnbuckle 3, hurt 2, body punches 2, down 3. Out of the ring, Chris Williams gets tossed out of the ring. A wild brawler ups the wrestler with the better ring rating. That's going to be Blackjack Lanza. He rolls on level 3, choke on ropes. Chris Williams able to get out, lock up and headlock. No, Blackjack Lanza powers out with a bite to the forehead. Chris Williams, though, ducks out of the way with an arm wringer. Blackjack Lanza reverses it with a headlock and a punch. That is a hurt 2. Body punches 2. Chris Williams reverses it. Kick to the midsection 2. Blackjack Lanza reverses it. Bite to forehead 1. Dazed 1, face smother 2. Chris Williams reverses it. Shoulder block, but that is a power move. And Blackjack Lanza is going to reverse that into the turnbuckle. Whips him in, bounce forward, and in an incredible neck-breaking clothesline. Opponent rolls on level 3 offense. There's the Texas Brainbuster, and that is going to end the match, ladies and gentlemen, because he's got that, if they hit their finisher, they automatically lose. Oh, that was weird. It did not. Okay. So he won with the Texas Brainbuster. And his fatigue didn't carry up. Oh, there it is. Okay, sorry. I was looking in the wrong place. I added it after the match. We'll say it was a squash. It pretty much was, even though... Actually, I'll give it 1 star because Chris Williams did get a little bit of offense in there. Okay, here we go. Moving on to our next match. And our next match is going to be the popular Porkchop Cash tangling with the one and only Kamala. Now, we need to put some counters on the red corner. Manager interference attempts and... Gary Hart can do 2 manager interference attempts. And let's see, red corner. Distraction attempts. There's only 1 distraction attempt. All right, there we go. And, okay, okie dokie. Let's roll the dice. Let's ring the bell. And it looks like Porkchop Cash going to start things off with an arm drag and a twist. Kamala, though, powers out of that with a wild forearm. Hurt 2. Uganda nerve pinch. Hurt 2. Into the turnbuckle. Whips Porkchop Cash into the turnbuckle, crushed by a big kick. There is a scoop slam. Porkchop Cash, no, backs out of it. And he rolls a choice E. Going to go for the agility move. This will work on an 11 or less. It is a 7. It does. Down 3. And Kamala is going to leave the ring. A wild brawler ups a wrestler with the better ring rating. They are equal. So that is going to be Porkchop Cash. He's going to roll on level 3 offense. And he tosses Kamala out of the ring. Kamala crawls helplessly back in. There's some boxing jabs. Down 3. And again, Kamala is going to leave the ring. And Porkchop Cash has had enough. He is going to smash Kamala with a chair. He might be disqualified here. Let's see. He is not. Smashes the giant with the chair, throws him back in, rolls on level 3 offense. There's the headbutt. +1. Gary Hart not going to get involved yet here. The target is 4. Roll is a 6. There is 1 fatigue. Body slam picks him up. No, doesn't do much damage. Hip toss. Does this do any more? No, it doesn't. Kamala stops him. Hits him with an eye gouge. Dazed 1. Headbutt 2. That is a power move. He has the power. But Porkchop Cash ducks out of the way. Forearm smash, but no, Kamala has the power. Into the turnbuckle. Whips him into the turnbuckle. And he catches the opponent with a skull-splitting lariat. They go down hard. Kamala lying on the mat. Down 3. He's going to roll out of the ring. The wrestler with the better ring rating, they are equal. So Porkchop Cash hits some boxing jabs. Down 3. Fist drop. Choice H. Gonna go for the death jump. Porkchop Cash blasts him with a flying clothesline. And there is some boxing jabs. 3. And that catches him for his pin. Gary Hart going to try and use a distraction attempt here. Can he do it? It is a success. Yes. So that will get 1 fatigue over there. Porkchop Cash tosses him out of the ring, crawls helplessly back in. There's the headbutt again. All right, this is going to bring in Gary Hart to interfere. And this is Gary Hart's other wrestlers. Let's roll on the chart. Hart senses the wrestler's in trouble. He jumps up on the apron and chaos ensues. Roll 1 die. So then we go roll 1 die. Odd. Opponent on level 2 offense. Even. Hart's wrestler. Okay, so we got to add 1 fatigue here. Kamala is busted open. And Porkchop Cash is going to roll on level 2. Axe handle to the stomach. Hurt 2. Into the ropes. He is going to roll up instead. Elbow smash 2. Agility. He has the agility. That will work. Hurt 2. Knee drop 3. Down 3. Headbutt. There it is again. And Gary Hart's going to try and get evolved one more time. This is his last chance to do so. Hart climbs the ring apron and slips his wrestler a foreign object. Hart's wrestler decks the opponent. Opponent rolls on level 3 defense. All right, so Kamala gets another fatigue token, but Porkchop Cash is hurt. Can Kamala capitalize? There's a scoop slam. Hurt 2. Knife edge chest chop 2. Hurt 2. Double thrust to throat 3. Hurt 2. Double thrust to throat 3. Hurt 2. Double thrust to throat 3. Hurt 2. Porkchop Cash gonna roll out of the ring, grabs Kamala by the leg, smashes him into the turnbuckle post, throws him back in, and then tosses him out of the ring again. He crawls helplessly back in. There's a body slam on the Ugandan giant. That just dazes him. Tries a forearm smash, but that's not going to work. There's a Ugandan nerve pinch. Hurt 2. Choice A here. Gonna throw him into the ropes. Drops down, roll again on this chart. You count the ropes. The opponent puts you down with a running back elbow. Opponent rolls on level 2 offense. Knife edge chest chop 2. Hurt 2. Knife edge chest chop 2. Hurt 2. Scoop slam 2. Hurt 2. Scoop slam 2. Porkchop Cash reverses it. Forearm smash 2. Power move, not going to work. Double thrust to throat 3. Down 3. And Ugandan giant Kamala throws Porkchop Cash out of the ring. He crawls helplessly back in. There's the chest claw. Hurt 2. Scoop slam 2. Hurt 2. Knife edge chest chop 2. Down 3. Out of the ring. So Porkchop Cash gets thrown out of the ring, crawls helplessly back in. There is the Ugandan splash. This is +1. Roll 2's die on rolls of 2 to 4. Kamala forgets to turn over. 5 to 8 play normal. 9 to 12 top rope splash. It is a 4. So Kamala forgets to turn opponent over. Opponent adds a token and kicks out. So that is the first token there. And Kamala throws him out of the ring. He crawls helplessly back in. Bear hug, choice G. Gonna go for the power move. This will work on an 8 or less. 11. No, it doesn't. Porkchop Cash with an axe handle to the stomach. Hurt 2. Into the ropes. No, he is going to roll up. Hip toss 2. Hurt 2. Wild uppercut 2. Kamala reverses it. On level 2, knife edge chop 2, Porkchop Cash reverses it into the turnbuckle, bounce forward in an incredible neck-breaking clothesline, boxing jabs 3, down 3, Kamala leaves the ring, and Kamala throws Porkchop Cash into the announce table, maybe disqualified here. Gary Hart can't save him. Target is 6. Roll is a 7. He's not disqualified. Throws Porkchop Cash back in. Locks in the bear hug. Choice G. Again, going to go for the power. This will work on an 8 or less. 9. It does not work. There is a wild uppercut. Kamala reverses it. Ugandan nerve pinch. 3. Down 3. Chest claw. 3. Hurt 2. Double thrust to throat. 3. Pin. Here we go. Target is 5. Roll is a 10. Porkchop Cash kicks out. The fans go crazy. Two-handed choke throw. 3. There's the pin again. Target 6. Roll 3. And what a match. Kamala and Porkchop Cash would be busted open there at the end as well. And so Kamala wins with a two-handed choke throw. And so let's see. We got one more fatigue there. That's going to be a 4-star match between these two. And let's see. What was the final? It was a 1 and a 2. Okay. All right. So Kamala with the victory here in a heck of a match. Next up, we have the Mongolian Stomper versus Jay Youngblood. And nothing special here. Let's roll the dice. Let's ring the bell. They both roll a 7, re-rolling. And Jay Youngblood is going to start things off with a sleeper, choice C. Going to go for the agility move. This will work on a 9 or less. 8, it does. Look at this. Down 3 is Mongolian Stomper. And there's the falling double chop, +1. Target here is 4. Roll is a 5. Stomper just barely able to kick out. The fans loving Jay Youngblood here. Kneeling armbar, 2. Mongolian Stomper powers out. Trapezius Claw, 2. Jay Youngblood reverses it, tries a scoop slam, but that is not going to work. Boot to the midsection, choice F. Going to go for the power move. This will work on an 8 or less. 7, it does. Jay Youngblood in trouble now. Head slam into the turnbuckle, 2. Hurt, 2. Wishbone stomp, 3. Down 3. There is the Shininomaki, I think that's how you say that, +2. Target here is going to be 5, and the roll is a 3. There it is. It is over. Some great offense at the beginning by Jay Youngblood, but Oops. Here we go. Shin in Omaki. Shininomaki. All right, so fatigue info. I don't want fatigue, so that'll be 1 star. Oops, nope. 1 star, 1 star, 1 star. Mongolian Stomper. Yep. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have one more match before intermission, and then at intermission we've got a huge announcement. So here we go. Junkyard Dog versus Jerry Lawler. Let's roll the dice. Junkyard Dog looking to make it in singles. But Lawler starts off with a body slam. Hurt 2. Vertical suplex 3. Hurt 2. Into the turnbuckle. Lawler's going to roll up. Slap to the face. Junkyard Dog did not like that. Into the ropes goes Lawler. He comes to the ropes with powerful flying shoulder tackle. Knee drop 3. Down 3. And Junkyard Dog is going to leave the ring, but he's going to roll back in before the count. There's a series of punches. 3. Hurt 2. Into the turnbuckle. Turnbuckle. No, he is going to roll up again. This didn't work last time. May not work here, and it doesn't. Body slam. Choice D. Let's see. He's got a 0-0, so going to go for the power rating. This will work on a 9 or less. 4. It does. Hurt 2. Crawling headbutts. Hurt 2. Multiple jabs. 2. Hurt 2. Multiple jabs. Dazed 1. Body slam. Choice D again. Again, going to go for power. 9 or less. 8. It works. And that catches him. Target 2. Rolls a 9. So 1 fatigue for Lawler. There's choice H. And let's see. Death jump is a B. I think he's going to go for the agility. So this will work on an 8 or less. 5, it does. And that is a hurt 2. Crawling headbutts 3. Down 3. Russian leg sweep 3. Hurt 2. Hip toss 2. Power move. He does have the power, so that will work. Hurt 2. Crawling headbutts 3. Down 3. Lawler going to leave the ring. And Lawler smashes him into the announce table, and he may be disqualified here. He is not. Throws the dog back in. Rolls on level 3 offense. There's the second rope fist drop. Target 3. Roll is an 8. There's 1 fatigue. Lawler firing back. Another second rope fist drop. Target 4. Roll is an 11. And Lawler with the choice G. And let's see. Death jump is a B. Yeah, I'm going to go for the death jump. Lawler climbing to the top. No, but Junkyard Dog recovers, throws him off the top, and there's the big thump. Target is going to be 5, and the roll is a 7. The fans going crazy. The big thump again, 2 in a row. Target 6. Roll is a 9. Lawler busted open, and there is a football tackle. Hurt 2. Hip toss 2. Hurt 2. Hip toss 2. Jerry Lawler reverses it on level 1, tries a hip toss. That will work. Hurt 2. Head scissors 2. Hurt 2. Jumping stomp 2. Hurt 2. Jumping stomp 2, hurt 2, vertical suplex 3. That catches him. Target is 5. Roll is a 10. And now the Junkyard Dog is busted open. And there's a series of punches. Hurt 2. Knee drop 3. Hurt 2. Knee drop 3. Hurt 2. Head scissors 2. Dazed 1. And back elbow smash 2. Junkyard Dog reverses it. And there is a choice D. Works on rolls of 9 or lower. Gonna go for the power. 9 or less. 6. There you go. That does work. Down 3. Jumping head cracker 2. Hurt 2. Atomic drop on the King. The King gonna roll out of the ring. Grabs Junkyard Dog by the leg. They're brawling outside the ring. Smashes him into the turnbuckle. Throws him back in. There is a pile driver. Let's see. Roll 2 dice on 10 to 12. He throws a fireball. It's a 4. So this is a pile driver. Plus 2. Target is 8. Roll is a 6. The match is over. And the King reigns supreme as Jerry Lawler finishes off the Junkyard Dog with a pile driver in a hell of a match. Let's see. That's going to be 3.5 stars. And what a way to send us to intermission. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you members of the Golden Circle are going to want to pay attention because shortly after this video gets posted, there will be a special Golden Circle channel member only video that is going to take us to the Grand Olympic Auditorium in Los Angeles, California, to see Dory Funk Jr., former Outlaw Championship Wrestling wrestler, put the NWA World's title on the line against the one, the only, Freddie Blassie. That is going to be a hell of a match, and that is only going to be for members of the Golden Circle. So if you want to see that, you're going to make sure to click that join button and help support the channel. And we'll report in the next Outlaw Championship Wrestling the results of that match. But if you want to see it rolled out, you want to become a Golden Circle channel member. All right, we are back from intermission, and it is time for the Doom versus the Wild Samoans. Of note here, just a little update in the tag team realm of things. The Islanders have left Outlaw Championship Wrestling. Rumor going around is that perhaps Haku got some sort of official contract somewhere. I'm not 100% sure. But the Islanders will no longer be wrestling for Outlaw Championship Wrestling, which sort of thins out the tag ranks a little bit, but we will see what happens. All right, we're going to have Butch Reed start with Afa. Yep, that's what I want there. Let's roll the dice. Let's ring the bell. And Butch Reed certainly going to start off with a body slam. That is a hurt 2. He's going to try and make the tag. Can't do it. Into the ropes. Whips Afa into the ropes. Uses one of his specialty moves and goes in for the kill. There's the bear hug clothesline. They're going for it right here. It is a 0 move. Target is 4. They are going to use one of their pin saves. And let's see what happens. Your tag partner goes crazy and interferes in a big way. Roll on the wrestler interference chart. So let's see what happens. Your ally attacks the opponent from behind. Then both of you double team the opponent with a deadly specialty move. Okay, so we got to add the 1 fatigue over here. Add 1 to the opponent's pin rating. So that is going to be Ron Simmons. And roll disqualification 8. So let's see what happens. They are not disqualified. And Afa is going to cover Ron Simmons. And I think Butch Reed is going to try and make a pin save here. This is a wild little sequence. Pin save roll. Your tag partner runs in, and so does the opponent partner. Wild brawl erupts. The referee may disqualify both teams. Roll double disqualification 4. No double disqualification 4. All right, so we got to add another fatigue over here for the pin attempt. And now we have to roll 1 die to see who wins the brawl. It is odd, so that is going to be Afa. And Afa's going to roll on level 3 offense. And See, I think Afa would throw him out of the ring, even though he has an A. He crawls helplessly back in. Afa going to tag in Sika, and he throws him out of the ring there. Crawls helplessly back in. Locks in a bear hug. Hurt 2. Double head butt to the opponent. 3. Add 1. This brings in Afa, and he is down. And another double headbutt. 3. Add 1. And Ron Simmons is busted open. And he is hurt there. There is a body slam too. Ron Simmons fighting back into the ropes. Whips him into the ropes. The wrestler is more powerful. They have equal power. So that is going to be Sika is going to roll on level 2 offense. Choice A. Let's see. What are his ropes? Or B. Going to throw him into the ropes. Opponent puts you down with a running back elbow. Body slam 2. Hurt 2. Double headbutt 3. Oh my gosh. He definitely needs a tag. And he is down. And Afa is going to toss him out of the ring. But no, Ron Simmons smashes him into the announce table. And he might be disqualified. His DQ is a 5. He is not. Throws him back in. Now he needs one successful offensive move in order to tag out. There's a hangman's neckbreaker. Down 3. Can Afa make the tag? No. So Ron Simmons able to make the tag. And Butch Reed comes in with a power slam. And that catches him. They're going to use their second and final pin save here. And your tag partner tries to help but is stopped. Roll your pin. So the target here is going to be 5, and the roll is a 9. And Butch Reed with a power slam, down 3. Afa going to roll out of the ring, grabs Butch Reed, whips him into the turnbuckle post, throws him back in, rolls on level 3, crotch foe on top rope. Going to go for the agility move. This will work on a 9 or less. It does. Down 3, they are going to use a double team attempt. Double team chart down. And red primary roll on selected chart. Your team sends the opponent flying with a big double hip toss, or you whip the opponent into the ropes while your partner nails him with a knee to the back. Roll on level 2 offense. And I always say that there is a tag there. So there is a neck breaker 3, down 3. Butch Reed going to roll out of the ring, crawls helplessly back in. There is a top rope headbutt. So we just ignored that instruction. So the target is going to be 3. The roll is a 7. There's the first fatigue for Butch Reed. Samoan drop. Oh, okay. I see. So 0 is... Got it. Okay. So this is a +2 move. It is a tag move. They have 1 pin saved left. They're going to use it. Let's see what happened. Your tag partner interferes in a big way. Let's roll on outside interference. Your ally distracts the referee, breaking the count. They're not going to ask him to leave, but Afa rolls on level 3, choice H. And let's see. Agility is a +1. Going to go for that. 9 or less. 7. It does work. There's his pin. Target is 5. Roll is a 9. And now Butch Reed is busted open. And he gets tossed out of the ring. But he grabs Afa, whips him into the turnbuckle post, throws him back in. And there's a flying shoulder block. They have no other pin saves left. The target is 7. And the roll is 7. And that is it. That brings this bloody match to an end as Butch Reed pins Afa with the flying shoulder block in a hell of a match. So let's see. We've got 5. We got 8, 9, 10, 11. So that is a 3. I'll give it 3 stars. It's just under 3 stars, but I'm going to give it 3 stars. There we go. All right. Well, it's time to get into some grudge matches here. We've got Ken Patera versus Jimmy Garvin. And the last time we saw these guys at the end of the match, which ended in a DQ, Ken Patera started making some advances to Precious. And Precious wasn't. Jimmy Garvin was a little upset because Precious was not immediately like, no, I'm with Jimmy Garvin. So right now, when Ken Patera comes to the ring, Precious is kind of making eyes at him. And Jimmy Garvin is telling her to like stand over in the corner, you know, all this other stuff. So let's roll the dice. This is just a regular match, but it is a grudge match. Oops. I rolled on the wrong thing. Whoa, no, stop. Here we go. Okay. Clothesline in corner, choice B. Gonna whip him into the turnbuckle. Crushed by a big kick. Opponent rolls on level 2. Jumping knee smash 2. Hurt 2. High angle body slam 3. Down 3. Full Nelson. He locks it in. Plus 2. Precious wondering if she should interfere. Jimmy Garvin like yelling at her to do something. She is going to roll her distractor, which is a 6. She is not able to distract. So the target here is going to be 5. The roll is a 7. And, oh wait, I forgot to roll on... Okay, we're going to back up here. Let me drop that down. Yeah. Okay, so she tried to distract. Now, we got to do this thing. We got where we roll 1 die, and it is even. Okay, so this is a swinging full Nelson, so this is a plus 3. So the target here is going to be 6. Little retconning there, but that's the wonders of FG Assistant. You can kind of do that thing. So the target is 6, and the roll is a 6. So that will end the match with the swinging neck breaker. And Precious leaves with Ken Patera. All right, so we'll say that was a 2-star match. It was pretty much just a squash. But the big news here is that Precious is leaving with Ken Patera. Oh my gosh, shock, ladies and gentlemen. Well, it is time for a steel cage match. And just to go over the rules quickly of a steel cage match, we use cage ratings instead of pin ratings. So for Mr. Wrestling 2, that is going to be a 3. And for Killer Khan, that is going... Ooh, that's not right. That should be a 2. So let me make a note to fix this card. Which I will do after this recording. So we use cage ratings, ignore disqualifications or count-out instructions, substitute the instruction down 3 where necessary, substitute face into cage 3 for out of the ring, ignore the leaving the ring option, and so Gary Hart is not going to be able to interfere here. Killer Khan is on his own. So here we go. Steel cage match, and Killer Khan going to start things off with a headlock and thumb jab. Dazed 1. Shrieking overhand chops. He does have the power. That will work. But no, Mr. Wrestling 2 whips him into the turnbuckle, and it's a reversal. Mr. Wrestling 2 goes into the turnbuckle. Kicked by a big kick. Opponent rolls on level 2 offense. Shrieking head stomps 2. Dazed 1. Claw eyes. Hurt 2. He's trying to rip that mask off. Rip his eyes out and the mask off at the same time. Shrieking head stomps 2. Hurt 2. Oops, I rolled twice there. We go back 1. Shrieking head stomps 2. Hurt 2. Vicious chop to the throat 3. Hurt 2. Into the turnbuckle again. And it's a reversal again. Crushed by a big kick. Opponent rolls on level 2 offense. There's a leg cannonball. Hurt 2. Another leg cannonball. Hurt 2. Another leg cannonball. Hurt 2. There's a head scissors. Down 3. And there is a body slam. Choice C. Going to go for the agility move. This will work on an 8 or less. 12. It does not. Killer Khan stomps him with a Mongolian chop. Mr. Wrestling 2 reverses it on level 1. Tries a power move, but that is not going to work. Oriental Spike 3, add 1. And Mr. Wrestling 2 is in trouble. Once per match, roll 1 die. On rolls of 1 to 4, play normally. The roll is a 1, so we play normally. On rolls of 5 to 6, the opponent attempts to remove the mask, but we're not doing that. He can't leave the ring. Killer Khan does face into cage 3. That catches him. Target 4. Roll is a 6. Face into cage again. Hurt 2. Fish hook 2. Down 3. Choke with boot 2. Hurt 2. Oriental Spike again. And now Mr. Wrestling 2 is busted open through his mask. And let's see. There's his pin. Target 6. Oh, wait. I'm rolling the wrong ding-dang thing. It's supposed to be the cage rate. Is his cage the same? It is. Okay. So, all right. That was... I'm not going to count that because it was the same. It's this guy over here I got to worry about. So he is still alive. Face into cage again. 3. Target is 7. I'm going to roll the right thing. No, 8. He's able to kick out again. Tree of Woe, 3. Add 1. There's no DQs here. Pin, that catches him. Target 9. Roll is a 7. And Killer Khan decimates Mr. Wrestling 2. So he locks him in the Tree of Woe. That's actually a great ending. And let's see, that will get 1 star because it was a grudge match. And so that'll be 4.5 stars. There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, Killer Khan with a huge victory there. And it is now time for your main event of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. We want to thank you for hanging in for all this. It's the first time I've seen this window with titles and match titles at stake. But the title at stake is definitely, well, I guess red and blue. Okay, I'm just going to click them both and we'll see what happens. All right, so let me add some manager interference attempts. He gets 2 and distraction attempts 1. And here we go. Great Kabuki got to be very careful he does not get disqualified here. But we will see what happens. All right, this is for the title. Ronnie Garvin. Head scissors 2. It's an agility move. Great Kabuki with the agility locks in an armpit claw. Hurts 2. Shoulder nerve pinch hold. That catches him. Target 3. Roll is an 11. The champ in trouble. Spinning thrust kick on rolls of roll 1 die. The roll is a 4. So this is a spinning thrust kick plus 1. Target is 5. Rolls a 3. Ladies and gentlemen, the match is over and we have a new Outlaw Championship Wrestling North American Champion. Spinning thrust kick. Holy smokes. That was pretty much a squash, but since the title is on the line, I'm not going to give it a squash. I'm going to give it 2 stars. But ladies and gentlemen, your Gary Hart going crazy because your winner and the new North American champion is the man who has been terrorizing Outlaw Championship Wrestling for weeks. That is the Great Kabuki. Yikes. Ronnie Garvin had a good run as champ, but we have a new champion, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go take a look at the title history here, and we will, as we start to wrap things up, let's see. North American Championship, Great Kabuki. He held the title for 77 days, so he is the longest reigning champion. 2 defenses, both against Terry Funk, but it was the great Kabuki who got him. Wow, ladies and gentlemen. Well, there you go. That is going to do it for this episode of Outlaw Championship Wrestling. Again, thank you all for tuning in and watching, and a big special shout out once again to the Golden Circle channel members. Golden Circle channel members, I am going to go record the Dory Funk Jr. versus Classy Freddie Blassie match right now. So once you see this one posted, look shortly after it, because that one will be posted as well. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you for watching and subscribing and for checking out Outlaw Championship Wrestling. We'll be back with more OCW action very, very soon. Goodbye, everybody.